We will going to discuss about the visualization of basic graph. In this tutorial, I am using Jupyter notebook for writing the Python code and using some libraries. So before the start, you just make sure you have already installed this libraries on your system. I am using three libraries: NetworkX, NumPy, Matplotlib. So let's start. Write down this code. Okay, so this optional libraries provide some additional information like NetworkX provides data structure for graphs or networks along with the graph algorithms, and NumPy it's provide a matrix representation of the graph, and Matplotlib it provides a flexible drawing of the graph. So let's start. Firstly, we create an empty graph with no node, no edges. So let's start graph G, and command for the creating of graph G is G equals to nx dot graph. Okay, so graph is created but it don't have any node and edges. So we want to add some node on this graph. So just type this command G dot add node. We want to add one as a first node. Okay, first node is added. Now we want to add a list of node. So just write nodes from which node we want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So these nodes are successfully added. Now sometime it's required to how many nodes are present in the graph. So just display the total number of nodes. So just write G dot node. As you can see that total number of nodes are displayed here. Okay, so it's all about the nodes. Now we want to add some edges. So just go to the command add edge. Which edge we want to create? Firstly, we want to create a edge between one vertex 1 and 2. Okay, so it's successfully created. Next, we want to edit some more nodes. It means a list of edges we want to edit on the graph. So just write down dot add edges from 1 to 2 are done, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Okay, so these edges are successfully added. Now we want to present how many edges are connected to the graph. So just type G dot. Its code are similar to the nodes code. Okay, as you see the total number of edges are displayed here. Now the graph is created, and it's ready for visualization. Now we want to draw and display this graph for visualization purpose. So just simply write this code nx dot draw. We have to specify which graph we want to display. So we want to display graph G. Okay, so okay, as you see and the next, as you see the graph G is drawn here. So next we want to label and change the color of this graph. It means vertex. So firstly we want to label all these vertex. So just write down dot draw G with levels equals to 1. Just okay, as you see the all vertex are labeled 1 to 5. Now I want to change the color of vertex, so just write down this command, draw G with levels equals to 1 and node color equals to R. We want to change vertex color blue into red. Okay, sure. Oh, it's successfully created. So as you see, the total number of vertex are 5 and the color of vertex are changed. We can assign some different color also. Okay, so now we want to we want to add some other vertex into the existing graph. So just write down the same command which we are 5 and 6. As you see here, the number of 6 vertex are not present in this graph. So only the 5 vertex are there. So let's see what happened. The code is successfully executed. It means vertex 6 are created, and 5 is connected to 6. It means let's verify this particular fact and show for that we need to draw this graph. So just draw this graph, nx dot draw G. Okay, for more understanding, we just label on this graph labels. Okay, so you can see that 6 vertex are present in the graph and 5 is connected to 6. It means the graph is created without creating a vertex, just creating a edges. So verify this particular statement. We are taking some more some other example. Just draw some other graph. We are just draw graph H. H is a new graph. H equals to nx dot graph. Okay, graph is created. Now we want to add some edges on the graph H. So just add edges from. Okay, so we want to add edges between 1 or 2. We want to create edges between 1 to 3, 1 to 4, and also create between 1 to 5. Okay, so edges are created. Now we want to draw this particular graph. So just type nx dot draw H. Oh, as you see that the graph is created and total number of nodes are 5 nodes are present. It means we can create a graph without creating a vertex, just creating a edges. Okay, so next simply as we edit some nodes, we can also remove some edges or nodes from the graph. Simply we want to remove the graph, remove the node 6 from graph G. So just write down this command, g dot remove node 6. We have to specify which. Okay, so now we want to draw. We have to draw this. Okay, as you see the number 6 vertex are removed from the graph. Okay, next we want to create a path graph. Okay, so what is the path graph? Path graph is nothing is it is just a nothing is just a graph of vertex and exactly n minus 1 edges are presenting in this graph. It is a connected graph. So command for the path graph, we will say p as a path graph and p equals to nx dot path graph. There is specified how many vertices are here. So we will take we want to take 7 vertices. Okay, so graph is created. Now we want to draw this particular graph P with levels. Okay, so let's run. Oh, so path graph is created. Now we want to create a cyclic graph. So just C. Just write a command. We'll take C as a cyclic graph and we just write a cycle inside of the path. So cyclic graph. We have to specify how many vertices. So we want 8 vertices. Okay. Next, we just draw this particular cyclic graph C with levels equals to 1. Okay, as you see that the cyclic graph is created, and next we want to create a complete graph. So what is a complete graph? Complete graph is nothing, it's just have a n vertex and exactly and tends to and two number of edges. Now let's say k is a complete graph, so just create a complete graph. So k equals to nx dot complete graph with vertex 9. Okay, and now we want to draw this particular graph. Draw k and with levels. Okay, so let's. Okay, so this is a complete graph and every vertex are connected to another vertex. Okay, this is some example of a graph and I'll show you some more example of the graph. So this is a cyclic graph with vertex 24 and and one more attribute, position attribute, which is specified for a position of the nodes and iteration of the 200 and okay, color of node. It's a cyclic graph and we'll see some more graph. Okay, it's a star graph. It's a star graph and some more attributes like position attributes and color code, hexa code are taken in this particular code. So we can draw some many other types of graph. It's a cyclic graph with using the 24 nodes. So this is a graph examples.